filling station, which is, in my opinion, this little red butchering spot. So I'll only talk about how I'm setting up a peeling station so that we can peel our animals in case I happen to come across a caravan. Because if I come across a caravan, I can sell the leathers and I can take home the meat. That's why I usually do it that way. But at the moment, I need the leathers and the furs and stuff like that to make their clothes because I'm not getting enough like leathers and crap here. So I've been going out of my way to try to take animals from the mining locations, which is why I'm trying to also send out so many animals to do that. Plus, after we come home from like this big ass trip that we got going on out here, right? Kind of hoping that the animals will have reproduced into around about 180 at least, and we should be able to cull at least a small amount of that, at least 20 animals from that. No, Asora's decided to join us. She's decided to hop up in her little fuzzy donut. I don't know where she's been. She's cold. It is a cold night though. But yeah, I've got like the animals set up to auto cull, so once we have too many of them, I'm trying not to let them cull them at the moment, but I know what my people are like, right? What's happening right now is even if they're bringing them up here, I'll come up here in a moment and I'll find like a bunch of caravan animals that are just slaughtered on the ground, and I'm hoping that they do it at least before the backpacks go on, because the last thing I need them to do is to put some of the food on the fucking animal and then slaughter the animal, because then they'll just leave the food here. They won't put it on a different animal. They'll consider it to be packed and ready to go. So that also happens. But yeah, normally like the butchering stations and stuff like that, like here, look, here's the exact example of what I'm on about, is as we can see, this monkey is clearly being peeled right now, right? And there'll be a effectively leather fruit roll up on the ground next to Lanny if that one happens to like drop a leather kind of thing. That's how I see it. It's a peeling station. Like a leather fruit roll up. Well, it is. Like, look at it. It's a leather roll. It's a leather roll up. So, like, Sam's got one. We got one from the little squirrel. Now I'm just seeing if Lane happens to get one from this. I'm not expecting one from the monkey because it was like a manhunter. It might not like produce much, if anything. There's a chance that it won't. But look, Red's like taking some of the leather away and stuff. Plus, like, it also like comes in like all the different colors and stuff. Like, I think of a fruit roll up because like when I was a kid, like, do you guys remember getting like the really, really big fruit roll up, right? Like the scroll sort of thing, where you would have, it wasn't very wide, but it was like, it had rolled, like been wrapped like hundreds of fucking times, like dozens of times, right? One of those really big ones, kind of like a Hubba Bubba bubble gum kind of thing. But I think of like that. I think of that specifically because fruit roll-ups these days are just sad, honestly. They're like lightly folded on each other. They're crap. Like, I want to deal with unpeeling the thing. Mind you, the last like real decent one that I had was so stuck to itself I ended up eating some of the plastic too because I couldn't unstick it from it. I figured the plastic would probably come out eventually, or not. I don't really care. But yeah, I wanted the fruit roll up. I'm pretty indifferent to this sort of stuff. I'm just like, they could have put this on waxed paper. They could have done a lot of things, but they chose that. He's a slowpoke. I was wondering why the fuck he's moving so unbearably slow. And I'm like, he's a slowpoke. Okay. I didn't realize. Well, it's a good thing he plans to work around here. I guess the other thing too is I just have to go check the beds soon. That barely peeled off the plastic. Yeah, they basically do. Like, I don't know if they maybe like go over the edge of it a little bit too much or what. But I sort of feel like it's like that. Where is... Oh, because Johnson was already in our group and he's just like retamed. Nah, it's fine. I'm curious what they just harvested that just crapped this whole thing. Because I was saying this earlier, there are hundreds of berries outside. So I had noticed specifically what was causing the game to like shit itself. At the moment, it's raining. I have got heaps of crops in like adult, kind of like fully formed thing. They've all got crop sway. Right, so they're all moving a little bit. And then I've got this bullshit going on out in the field. And it's when I've got this bullshit that the game craps itself. Okay? Because earlier it was running really nicely. And now it's just like, ugh. But it's fine. It'll go back to fine once I either put that shit into storage and convert it into food, or we get the animals the fuck back off my tile. Where are you going, Dan? Are you ready to go? Dan's ready to go. Okay, we'll go for it, mate. Franklin's bringing his crew up here. I don't know how many caravans I have. Actually, I can find out. Hold on. Bennett's mate, are you in one? I have 6 caravans setting up to go. That's what I have. Okay, if that's the case... Pumpkin. Can I... You're doing that sort of stuff. What about Ocelot? Ocelot's a gunner. Animals. No. Hold on a ticket. Let me go find my mining group. You lot. I don't normally sort it by this often, but when I want to know... I will take the time to do it. Okay. So, Frankie tackles Eddie, Sass, Blue. You're right. You are going... Oh, fuck. Wait, how soon did I save? 2 minutes ago. I'll take that. I will take that. I think it was 2 minutes ago. I hate when I fucking click them out of a fucking caravan. And that's my problem for not paying attention to what I was reading, but I don't want to reset that one up because Frankie was ready to go. Or he might not be anymore since it's 2 minutes back in the past, so... Yeah, anyway. Oh. Maybe. Dan is. Dan's going. Octopus looks like they're going. Or if I add people to their thing... while they're getting ready to go, they'll flip out. I might have to wait until these guys fuck off, and then I might have to put them on the other ones. I was going to add a couple of extra mining people to go, because that would probably like speed up the whole mining process since I've got a few places to go to. And I have got enough people that can do like crops and crap. But yeah, as soon as they get these guys off the thing, by all means, we'll have less animals here. We'll have a bit more food. They didn't get to touch this, which is great. They got like a little, look at this little like oval. Right, they've got about that much and they've done the same kind of damage. But I don't care about the food over here. A lot of the time when we harvest this crap, it gets absorbed by animals, right? I don't tend to get it into storage even though it's right next to it. This one, they left this big patch here, which is nice. And it is raining, but that is indoors. This hasn't gone boom yet. I was really expecting this to require a roof as an electronic device. And I am quite interested that it has not caught on fire yet. Yet being the word. I still expect it to. I remember using hydroponics very briefly in some of my early games of RimWorld. And I just remember not being able to produce enough electricity for it. No, Azula's being adorable. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can get a photo of her without waking her. I understand that you guys can't see what I'm seeing, but she's being so sweet. She's got like a little paws in front of her. Hopefully if that's not blurry, that's beautiful. No. If I remember, I'll fucking put that on like Discord or some shit later. You guys can see it. But she's being too cute. I can't deal with it. Mango, mate, are you harvesting? I noticed that these dropped like 8 rice each. I don't know how much an average plant drops. It's a 7. What's an average plant say it does? How much do you produce? Harvest yields 8. Okay, so it's no different than a regular thing. I guess it's just the speed in which it can turn over versus like a regular field. McJolly's in a daze. Mate, were you in a caravan? He's just psychotically standing in the fridge. That's not menacing at all. Love how Johnston has gone straight back to work. Scanning. Nice. So we have a guaranteed fine is what, 1.2%? I see you wagging your tail, snuggling both full flushes, Viking. I'm gonna give you a pat. And I'm gonna fidget around in my chair because I accidentally moved out of the comfortable position. But my legs were getting sore. I've got it like, best way to describe it is I'm kind of like was sitting as if I was sitting on like a fucking horse, right? Where, you know, like your legs are at like a weird ass angle. But it meant that like my legs are like, how can I put this? My legs are like crossed vertically under myself. That's actually the best way to say that. Nobody's going to be able to get the mental picture. But like, yeah. It's fine. It's just that my feet don't like being twisted like that. So, yeah. I had to move before. But I regrets because my ass doesn't like it. I'm so happily receiving pat smiles. No. Dally, the fuck you doing, mate? Oh, aren't you going out? Or are you just bringing it in? Alright, well look, if they're getting ready, that's fine. I'd love to just be able to go up to this caravan and be like, hey, I want to add a person to this one. Be like, cool, this person's now part of that. How it works. Still said waiting to happily snuggling before pushes. It's fine, Viking. I think you were there in the watch party when my chair snapped. So I'm sitting on my footstool. Oh, yeah? Infestation. Nice. Yeah, I won't have like a replacement chair for a week, so I'm just sitting on my footstool. My footstool's like half a foot lower than my regular chair, and it's like, it's curved in 4 different directions downwards, so it's not fucking comfortable to sit on. It's fine to put my legs on. It's really good for that, but it's not really great for sitting on. And I think it might have been Mup that asked me yesterday why I don't just use like my dining table or something, my dining chair or whatever. I'm like, because that thing's so much worse. Now, I don't want to grab Dally, but if I could put some of you guys up there, I want to make sure I don't accidentally grab somebody from caravan. There's more people walking around up here. There's like a whole bunch of people up in this food area I could grab. Just want to grab you lot. Bring you here. I kind of want to make it that nobody's kind of like sat linked up in a way that's going to put you guys in danger. I need you lot to come out here. I need you lot to move over. Blue, Bennett's. Oh my god, you pair. I need you two to move over. I don't think Az should be out of hospital, but this is fine. Somebody I must have accidentally grabbed somebody that was supposed to be in the caravan, but that's okay. It might have been Dally, honestly. Yeah, looks like it was Dally. Shizuka, Silverware, Chimpanzee, I need you guys to come stand out here. Stanley, mate, I don't need you to walk up there at the moment. He's gonna walk up there anyway. I'm hoping that if they're kind of spread out a bit, that we shouldn't have overspray hitting anybody. I'm hopeful. But yeah, I think that they're close enough. These guys might not be. We'll see. As long as nobody else decides to walk in here. I actively have people walking in here. Stand over there. I don't think I have anybody else coming from the top. Which Panther is that? It's just Panther 363, it's fine. Generating map for encounter. Not right now, lump of gold. We're busy. That Panther is so dead. Which one are you? Croquette. That doesn't surprise me. Croquette would walk into this. I'm not really worried about this. This is just free bug meat. Well, you're getting pretty close. Muffalo calf has died in amongst this. That also doesn't really surprise me. Fuentes, mate. Fuentes, what were you doing? He's all the way up in the thick of it. He's just like, you know what? I'm just going to come in here and just tank this. Now, I think I don't have any other caravanas on this. I might have grabbed somebody lower down, but hopefully not. Okay, when it's ready. Sorry. I'm pretty sure I clicked the thing. It's having a stroke. Don't mind. Or it might be looking to crash. Nope. Nope, we're good. I wasn't sure for a minute there because RimWorld just kind of like clicked out of itself and I'm like, okay, I guess we're doing something. So my Muffalo calf died. I don't really give a crap for that. Now you lot. What though? So I don't want to accidentally start working on that. Lump of gold's over here. Mine all of that. Let you guys add it. I'm pretty sure this is one of the spots that doesn't have hostiles. Pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure about it, but it's fine. No worries, Silderbub. I'll be here. I'll also be petting Asora because she's being fucking adorable. If anybody doesn't know, Asora is my cat. She's currently like fallen asleep on her paws, like face down in her bed. And it's being very cute. Alright. So I'll leave you guys doing what you're doing. What is this? This steel? Yes. Alright, well, I will take that. I also haven't been removing the roofs off these, so yeah, let's remove that and remove that just in case it collapses. I do have doctors and crap, but let's not push that. Now you lot. Everybody looks like they're okay. There is a wild Megasoft on this map. Alright. So pretty much once Dali finishes grabbing animals, we only lost one of the calves out of the caravan. So not too mad about that. It won't matter that much. It was a really small one. That looks like that panther died. Down cannot crawl. Hey, Lily. Instead of cleaning its blood, do you want to like maybe rescue it? Thanks. Inspired taming. Az is in hospital right now. They can go inspired taming later. I didn't see where the baby Muffalo was, but it should be up in here by now. Nope, it's already been thoroughly peeled, I guess. What was the maskwork? Wool pants. Any of the blood around the down guy. Well, it was one of the panthers, but my person's just like, oh god, this never-ending fucking blood source. Like, I'm just gonna sit here and keep mopping this spot. Even though, you know, you could just pick up a panther and take it to a fucking medical spot and be like, okay, well, it's going to bleed out over there, but somebody will probably tend to it. But yeah, apparently Lily she's doing it again. Look at her. She's like, oh god, this thing's bleeding. Jump back. Panther 363 has got 3 hours to live. Not Frankie, not Bennett's. Grasshopper's busy, one of us is busy. Dally, I know you're in a caravan, mate. Could you just... Wait, since when can Chimpanzee 10? Hold on a ticket. Where is Chimpanzee? You are a mile away. And you don't have that higher medical skill. Dally can do this. I don't care that he's in a caravan. You can go do that. You're a lot closer to said medicines on either side of you. And you'll actually maybe go and rescue it. Maybe. We'll see. She's cleaning machine. I think it's her only task. I do have a couple of people in my colony that are exclusively only set to clean because they don't have any other skills. Yeah. Yeah, that's her entire job. Which is fine. At its fucking colony at this scale, I do need a couple of people, like 3 to 5 people just cleaning non-stop. But yeah, she doesn't have really anything else. She has the option to learn mining skills, and if and when these little things are available, she can absolutely go and spend her time mining. But I think her priority should be highest on leaning. Hold on. Where is Lily? She can do wardening and she can do cleaning. Yeah. So she's probably not in talking to prisoners, but she is definitely out here cleaning pretty often. I'm not that worried about that. If it's on this particular spot, oh yeah, it's in the pen. Well, that's a bit different. He'd be fine, probably. Malbo, instead of, no, come back here. Not a sign. No, you're a good shot. Fucking come down this way a bit. Anyway. Yeah, Mal could have helped. My two Mals are pretty great. That's why I took the third one. Actually, what is the third one's stats? Third Mal, what is your stats? You're also a bit of shooting and cooking. So, yeah, when they join, in the events where we don't have something to cook as a night owl, they should go out hunting when everybody else is busy. That's good. Troxo does in fact need health, and he's hauling medicine to a stockpile. Mate. Would you... Instead of self-tending... I guess not. I guess just continue hauling your medicine. Maybe when he gets up there, he'll heal himself. Oh, he's on reduced medicine. That's why. This is another Sky scenario. Cool. Also, he's also one of my miners. He should be in a caravan. Did those caravans get off my thing yet? Ugh. I keep finding more of my people stuck down here that are like at attention. It shouldn't be. I didn't realize that I spread it this far down the map. Which is amazing that these guys were fine to go. What are you waiting on? 3 people. All 3 of you down here. Sari's locking a damn door. Seems like a thing that Sari would do. Yeah, all 3 of you are down there. Are the animals not? Okay. I find this very funny. So I have 3 people down ready to go at the edge of the thing. But half of their animals are up here in the paddock. But none of them are willing to go and do the thing. How about you 3 should want to go and get the other animals, right? Call me a caravan wandering, moving. Are you collecting up all the animals? I'm very curious about this. They reckon that they're moving now, and they're all here except for the animals. I don't recall hauling animals coming to join them. Can I just grab you 3? I'll just send yous up here, because this is about as high as I've seen the things. Not the best option, but since half their animals are down there, they'll collect them later. Nobody else is standing randomly at attention somewhere. Not Nina. Nina and Tofu. You guys are so far out of the square. I didn't realize that I got them that far out. I do appreciate this, but this is absolutely destroying everything right now. To be fair, with the rain, the plant sway, and, you know, 10,000 or so of random miscellaneous food out on the ground collectively, they're not doing too badly. Not as bad as it was doing like a few minutes ago. Fatsu, mate, I don't need you at attention over there. You and your little tiny thrombo, get back to what you're doing. Who else is stuck? Jolly's now in the kitchen, I guess. Hummingbird's stuck. Hale's stuck. Nobody's deconstructed those heaters. Octopus is still on his way up. They're going up with reason, that's fine. I've still got some gazelles down here. I'm watching Chalky's hunting this gazelle in amongst a thrombo and a hauling animal kit. That is in line with that thrombo. Which thrombo is this? Of course it's Cypress. Chalky's not a bad shot, by the way. He's just a complete fucking psycho. He goes Slaughterer. Probably the most out of my colonists that are alive. That's why I consider him to be a psycho. He doesn't actually have the psychotic trait or anything like that. I think. Nah, he's just pyromaniac and jealous. He's fine. Alright, where's Rose? She should be in that caravan, right? No, she's home. Okay. Lol. Welcome in, Dr. Cunt. Pretty fitting name for here. Or seal, mate. I think I lost you. Pigeon and stuff. It's gonna go all the way back up there. And once they're up there, I'm gonna allow them to move, which they should want to collect the animals. If not, I will add another person to them. Because that's the only way that they're gonna go and find, like, you know, it's the only way that they're going to go and find, like, the rest of the group of animals is if I throw in another person, I reckon. Troxo, mate. How you going? Troxo, Fuentes, Az. They're all fine. They look like they'll live. Alright. So, Octopus is all the way up here. He should be able to... If he's not grabbing the animals on the way out... I don't know which caravan is his. I sort of do wish that it would tell me which one is specifically this one. But it's fine. It's not, but it's fine. As for the other caravans... Most of them are... Some of them are packing, some haven't started packing. I reckon that there's a couple where the people aren't gonna pack the thing. I want to add colonists to everybody. I reckon I need to. Alright, I'm not seeing any caravans that are on the way out that aren't already probably outside. Probably a couple of them slipped out while that was happening. Nope, none. Okay, there's still 6 in here. Let's do what I was going to do before. Be saved this time in case I fuck up. So, I want to find people that can mine as a top priority. SAS can get added to Caravan 1. Eddie can get added to Caravan 2. Tackles added to Caravan 3. Frankie is in a Caravan. Whale can add to 4. Blue can add to 5. And I don't want to send Weeks, but Dinosaur could go for 6. Okay. The only reason why I want to add people to this is because I think that what's going to happen is a couple of them are incapable of dumb labor. And I believe what's going to happen is that they're just going to sit there and not pack their caravan because they can't do hauling. So by adding another person, there is a chance that that caravan will leave because it will get packed. If it does get packed and if it does happen to leave, then that's great. If I have 1 or 2 here that just aren't packing, I'll just disband it because I do have problems with some caravans if there's too many animals and they're intermittently going through sleep cycles, or the colonists are intermittently going through sleep cycles, like putting a daytimer and a nightimer together. The only time that they'll leave is during recreation, when they overlap. That's okay if that happens, but I'd rather the caravans get out with the animals ASAP so we're not getting supplies and stuff. Let's see, I've got potatoes, I've got strawberries. I sort of wouldn't mind having like just like hops or some shit for like one of the animals, like a crop that we're not eating. But right now, I really just need like maybe a second strawberry, and we'll do another potato, and then I'll have like a shit ton of rice growing around the place. The only reason why I want to do that is until we have enough food for my colonists, I don't give a fuck about the extra food for the animals, because I could take a lot of them outside and we can feed them that way, which will be what I'm trying to do so that we don't have as many animals here. Oh yeah, they're doing that one too. Alright. Octopus is down the bottom already. He's ready to go.